Hello and welcome back to this third installment of my three-parter for Splatoon 2. Um, Thank you for watching these videos if you have made it through to this, if this is your first time listening to me. Thanks for checking it out. In the previous episodes, I explained some stuff like all of the rights to this game belong to Nintendo. And also, I make videos with my cousin mainly, so you should check out our Legend of Zelda gameplay to hear his beautiful voice and not mine as much. I don't know. All right, let's get into this. So, if you listen to the last episode, I told a really bad story, which had barely any point to it, and I also dragged it out for quite a while. So I am going to start another one, hopefully that is a little bit better in terms of me not getting as sidetracked and also it having a better point. Alright, so if you're a family member and you don't want to hear a story about a time I was drunk, then I suggest you turn it off. Alright. So this is the first time I got really drunk. And I find it to be a very funny story. And most of the family members who have heard it have told me it's pretty funny. They laugh at specific parts. And I'm gonna see if you guys can figure out why. So the night started out and we were watching The Walking Dead, which I have fallen off of quite a bit because that show is all kinds of up and down. If it's one of your favorite shows, I'm glad you guys like it. Don't get mad at me for not enjoying it as much as you, because I don't know why you would. We all have different interests. Interests? I don't know. And that guy came out of nowhere. He was hiding. He did my trick. But yeah, so we're in the middle of watching this, and my brother is like, he's never seen me drunk. Mainly because this is the first time I got that drunk. I bought like a Bacardi Long Island iced tea mix. I don't know if you guys happen to really like drinks and you're getting mad at me for my choice of drink, don't do that as well. I thought it was going quite well for drinking it, and I'm starting to get pretty far into the beverage. And I'm focused on the TV like pretty hard. I don't know why I was so focused on the TV on a show that I stopped watching. Oh gosh. But yeah, I'm so focused on the TV. Just, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that there were other people in the room. I was so focused. And it goes to commercial break, and I start looking around at my family who's all walking around. And I don't know if it was just the room or if it was just, I don't know what happened, but I get like this huge hot flash that might be for, that was a three-way death. But yeah, so I just got like this massive hot flash, and I was wearing long pants at the time, so I started pulling them up around my legs, turning them from pants into the equivalent of 3/4 length pants, which I don't really like that look on people, but some people do. And I turned to my sister, who's sitting right beside me, and the question was meant to be, it is quite hot in this room. Do you also think it was quite hot in this room at this current time? In not as many words as that. And what actually came out, and it's something that I'm saying this because I'm owning this situation. I'm also saying this because I hold no attraction at all to my sister, because she's my sister. But it came out as, it's hot in here, is it just you? And everybody in my family just started laughing at me, and it took me a second to realize what I had said. So I had to backtrack, and I was just like, oh man, this is something I won't live down for a little bit, so I figured maybe owning it would make it so I just am not teased about it. I don't know. But yeah, so everyone just laughed about it, and eventually the show goes back on, and everyone kind of forgot about it. Turns out my mom told some people in my family about that story, and I hope you're not one of the people who judge me for it. Not for drinking or anything like that, because I had a good time. I am also 21, so it was legal. It was legal at the time, and it still is because you don't go back in age. But yeah, so after that, eventually everybody who lives apart from my family left. And I go upstairs to my room, and like I remember feeling the room spinning slightly. So I was just like, I just need to lay down. I go and lay down, and I don't know why it was there, but I opened my phone to go onto YouTube just to kind of pass time. And there's just like this video about a magician, and I was like, I need to see this because the title of the video was super interesting. And I was also very drunk. So I start watching the video, and I I don't know where the time went because 2 hours went by, and I was still watching magician videos. It was quite the time. I remember specifically there was a video of some guy who was like a master sleight of hand guy, and like it had me believing in magic as something that somebody could learn. And then, just like that last episode, my little brother just comes flying into the room and is just like, hey. And I was like, I just started laughing because I'm drunk. And I'm just like, oh, hey, dude, you're looking so good right now. What's going on? And he's just like, are you drunk? And I was just like, you're very drunk right now. And he was just like, all right. So I was just like, okay, dude, you need to tell me whether or not you've had dinner. And I had already had dinner probably 2 hours ago. And he just goes, nope, I need to go get some food. So I was just like, you know what, man, I'm coming with you. I'm going to get some food too. And my older brother was still there. I don't know. Did I say that everybody had left? Turns out my older brother was still there. And he's also a little bit drunk. But when my older brother gets drunk, he becomes like the drunk that, like, I don't know, he gets like pretty... How did he know I was there? I had Nintendo. I don't know. But yeah, so my older brother's there, and he's the type of drunk that like tries to help people with their problems in life, even if they have no problems. If you're listening to me right now, my older brother, you cannot tell me that isn't true, because I have seen you drunk many times, and every single time you start trying to tell me how to live my life. And I mean that with love. And my family members who have also seen you drunk can also attest to this. I guarantee it. And when I get drunk, I get giggly, and I start getting the hiccups. Actually, no, it wasn't my first time getting drunk, because I got drunk playing Cards Against Humanity. And connection's unstable again. My little brother probably just got on. But yeah, so I'm super drunk, and we go to head out and go get some Wendy's, because Wendy's is delicious. You can't tell me Wendy's isn't delicious in its own way. And we get there, and my older brother's like telling my little brother about his girlfriend, and that they shouldn't worry about getting married quite yet because they're still quite young, and just live life right. So my little brother's driving us because he is very much underage and he doesn't drink. If you're a police officer, everything that we did was legal. So he goes. We get to the Wendy's, and he's still trying to get my little brother like a good talk about how he shouldn't get her pregnant or get married too young when they're not ready. And like I could tell my little brother was a little uncomfortable with the conversation, but I was like, I remember trying to make it a little bit better. So like I'm just like drunk in the passenger seat, just slurring my words a little bit. We didn't have anything with us. I don't think this is. If you're drunk in a car, you're fine. If not, let me know. It'll never happen again. Don't try to charge me with anything. Well, no, that should be fine. If you're a designated driver and you have to drive other people home or something like that, then it should be fine. But we didn't do anything to disturb the peace. But yeah, so like I'm like talking to my little brother. Oh gosh, dang it. I apologize to everyone. I think it's my little brother. Yeah, I'm sure it's my little brother. Or maybe it's just, I don't know, because it's late. Oh, goodness gracious. What was the last good match I had? But yeah, so we're getting our orders in, and I was like, I need to get me a 4 for 4 right now. I need to get that in my stomach, because that sounds quite delicious. And we order, and I'm just like, little brother, don't worry about getting her pregnant. And I was like, that sort of thing. And on the way home, my older brother's still giving him a little bit of a good talk. And I'm just gonna finish the story real quick. And I'm quite drunk in the passenger seat still. And I don't remember eating the 4 for 4 at all. I do remember saying it was delicious. And I ate everything before we got home, which was about a 3 or 4 minute drive away from a Wendy's. And I ate it all. I'm pretty sure I was trying to be a speed eater or something like that, because it was just gone. And we finally get home, and I just go upstairs, and I pass out. But I drink enough water so I wouldn't get hungover, which is quite a good thing, you know? But yeah, so that was my story of my first time getting truly drunk. I've been drunk once since then with a couple work friends. They thought I was really, really drunk, but it turns out I was pretty drunk. So yeah, that was the first time I got really, really drunk. And I was playing that, or I was telling you that story while not having any successful games at playing this game. I hope it's not a Nintendo thing. If it is, Nintendo, I'm just letting you know that the servers aren't working quite well. If it's my internet, CenturyLink, that's your fault. Anyway, I might not put this episode up either because I don't know how well it went. I'm gonna judge based off of how well the other episodes that I recorded are gonna go. Anyway, have a nice weekend. This will be the last episode where I go crazy by myself. Bye.